Dividing simple fraction, whole number by fraction, and vice versa. So, division of fraction. So, we're now on our week number 8. First, let's have some uh, activities. Give the lowest term, then write the reciprocal of the following fraction. Lowest term. Now, let's answer the following given one by one. So, we have here 2 over 4. So here, what number can we divide to 2 and 4? Lagi niyong tatandaan, dapat parehas lang din yung number. Kung nag-divide ka sa taas ng 2, magde-divide ka sa baba ng 2. Okay? Pag nag-divide ka na sa taas sa numerator mo ng 2, so you need to divide also the denominator by 2. Especially if the given is an even number. Pag both even sila, automatic you need to divide them by 2. That is divisible by 2 already. It's present lang even. So 2 divided by 2 is 1. And then 4 divided by 2 is 2. Okay? So we have now the lowest term of 1/2. That is the lowest term. And then the second task is write the reciprocal of the following fraction. So we need to write the reciprocal. What is the reciprocal of 1 over 2? So babalik na rin lang natin yung denominator, magiging numerator, at yung numerator magiging denominator. So magiging, the reciprocal is 2 over 1. Or simply, sabi mo na lang dyan. Okay? Next, let's have the next example. So we have now 12 over 32. As you can see on our given, they are both even numbers. So we can divide numerator and the denominator by 2. So 12 divided by 2 is 6. And then 32 divided by 2 is 16. So now we can still divide both sides by 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. And then this one, 16 divided by 2 is 8. Yan. Ganyan ang pagkuha ng lowest term. So we have now a lowest term of 3 over 8. Now, how about its reciprocal? So let's have the reciprocal. Babalik na rin mo lang yung numerator tsaka yung denominator. So, reciprocal niyan ay 8 over 3. Yun na. Tapos na. So, next. Let's have another example. Ayan. On our given, 6 over 9. They are not both even numbers. Yung numerator is even at yung denominator is odd. Sabi ko, pag naglo-lowest term, kailangan i-divide mo both numerator and denominator sa the same number. Now, since hindi sila divisible by 2, we can proceed to 3. So, 6. So, we can use 3. They are both divisible by 3. 6 divided by 3 is 2. And then 9 divided by 3 is 3. So, that is our lowest term. And then, what is the reciprocal? Let's see. Baliktarin lang natin. So, the reciprocal is 3 over 2. That's it. Next, how about this one? They are not both even numbers. So, we can divide both sides, I think, by 3. Okay lang lagi magsimula tayo sa mababa. Okay? So, 27 divided by 3 is 9. And then 45 divided by 3 is 15. We can still divide the two numbers by 3. So, 9 divided by 3 is 3, and then 15 divided by 3 is 5. So we have now the lowest term of 3 over 5 or 3/5. Now, let's have the reciprocal. Sa reciprocal, babalik na rin lang 5 over 3. Yan. Tapos na. Another example? Yan. Meron pa tayong example. So, let's have this. So, both even, 10 and 12. So, we can divide both by 2. So, 10 divided by 2 is 5. And then 12 divided by 2 is 6. That's it. That's the lowest term. And then let's get the reciprocal. We have 6 over 5. Next, how about this one? This one, for our next example, medyo mataas yung number. Yan. Anong number divisible by? Pwede mong i-divide kay 35 tsaka kay 63. Anong common number nila? Pwedeng 7. $35 divided by 7 is 5. And then 63, 7 is 9. That's the lowest term. Okay, and then let's have the reciprocal. 9 over 5. That's it. Okay, last. Okay, so both given are even. So we can divide both sides by 2. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 12 divided by 2 is 6. And then we can still divide both sides by 2. That's 4 divided by 2 is 2. And then 6 divided by 2 is 3. And that is the lowest term. And then reciprocal is, baliktarin lang, 3 over 2. Next, let's have another example. 64 over 96. Both numbers are even because it ends with 4 and 6. They are even numbers. Now, we can divide both sides by 2. Paliitin natin para mas madali tayong mag-divide. 64 divided by 2 is kalahati ng 6 is 3. Kalahati ng 4 ay 2, 32. Then, kalahati ng 96. So, 96 divided by 2 is 48. Diba? Yan. So, 32 over 40. Both even ulit. So, we can divide both sides by 2. 32 divided by 2 is 16. And then 48 divided by 2 is 24. Even number pa din sila. So, pwede natin i-divide ulit kay 2. 16 divided by 2 is 8. And then 24 divided by 2 is 12. Both even pa din sila. Pwede pa nating i-lowest term. So, divide natin kay 2 is 8 divided by 2 is 4. And then 12 divided by 2 is 6. Pwede pa rin ulit natin i-simplify. So, divide both sides by 2. So, 4 divided by 2 is 2. This one is 3. Yan. So, we have now our final answer. Now, how about its reciprocal? So, reciprocal of 2/3 is 3 over 2. That's it. This is our lesson about lowest term and reciprocal. Now, let's proceed now to the quotient. So, let's find out the quotient and reduce your answer to the lowest term. Okay, let's have the following. First step in dividing numbers, you need to reciprocal the divisor. Yung divisor, ito yung pangalawa. Yung dividend, ito yung nauna na number. Now, here, on our first given, so 5 divided by 1/2. Okay? Now, we can say this one, 5. As I have always mentioned, the denominator of a whole number is always equal to 1. And then, divided by 1/2. In dividing, you need to reciprocal the second number or the divisor. Ayan. Ma'am, paano po iyan? Ganito. Reciprocal mo to. So, magiging, sulat mo ito, 5 over 1. What is the reciprocal of 1/2? That is 2 over 1. And then, you need to change this one, your division, or your symbol of division, to multiplication. Yan. So, multiply mo na to, tsaka ito. 5 times 2, that is 10. And then 1 times 1 is 1. And then simplify your answer. Your answer is simply 10. Okay. Ulitin ko. Pag nag-divide tayo ng number, ang first step ay reciprocal the divisor. Reciprocal the divisor. Ang divisor dito ay 1/2. Paano mag-reciprocal? Babalagtarin mo lang. Yung denominator, gagawin mong numerator, at yung numerator, gagawin mong denominator. So, ang reciprocal nito ng 1/2 ay 2 over 1. And then, pangalawa, so first, reciprocal. The second one is proceed to multiplication. Magmo-multiply ka na. Okay? Let's have another example here. So, we have here 9 divided by 1/3. So, let's write first. So, 9 over 1 divided by 1/3. What is the first step? We need to get the reciprocal of 1/3. So, that is 3 over 1. And then, write mo yung 9 over 1. And then, the second step is proceed to multiplication. That's it. So, we have now 9 over 1 times 3 over 1. So, 9 times 3 is 27. 1 times 1 is 1. So, 27 divided by 1 is 27. So, that is our answer. Okay? Next example. Next example is we have 8 divided by 4/5. So, 8 divided by 4/5. Now, same procedure. So, 8 over 1 divided by 4 over 5. First step, you need to get the reciprocal of 4/5. So, what is the reciprocal of 4/5? That is 5 over 4. And then, just copy the dividend, 8 over 1. So, reciprocal, then proceed to multiplication. That's it. So, 8 over 1 times 5 over 4. 8 times 5 is 40. And then 1 times 4 is 4. As I have mentioned, the bar in a fraction indicates that the operation is division. So you need to divide 40 divided by 4. that is divisible. So we have the answer of 10. So that is our final answer. Next. Another example. So 12 divided by 2 over 6 or 2/6. So, what is the first step? I-direction na natin. So, 12 over 1. You need to reciprocal this one. So, it will become 6 over 2. And then, instead of division, it will become multiplication. Okay? And then, multiply. So, 12 times 6. 10 times 6 is 60. 6 times 2 is 2. 6 times 2 is 12 plus 60. We have 72. 1 times 2 is 2. Then simplify your answer. 72 divided by 2. So 72 divided by 2 is 6. The answer is 36. Next, last example. Okay, so 16 over 1 times the reciprocal of 4/5 is 5 over 4. So 6 times 5, that is 80. And then 1 times 4 is 4. And then 80 divided by 4 is 20. And that will become our final answer. That's it. And that's the end of dividing simple fraction, whole number by fraction, and vice versa.